Howdy, folks. This is a very impromptu video. I was not planning on recording anymore today, but sometimes the universe has a bit of an ironic sense of humor. Not long ago, I posted my video for Wednesday, and I ran out to take care of some errands, hit the post office, went into my local Dollar General store to get a few basic odds and ends. And, my video today was about folks being mad. Well, I certainly ran into one of those individuals this afternoon, to the point to where it was prudent to record and talk about it. I was looking at the aisle that had beef jerky on it, and there's a guy standing, probably 20 feet to my left, looking at a freezer case, and he's looking at me and talking. And anybody that's in my life, they know I'm hard of hearing, so I can't always hear when people are talking to me. But he was definitely looking at me, and he was definitely talking to me. He made eye contact with me, and I was pretty sure he said something to the effect of following. So I stepped a little bit close to him. I said, I'm hard of hearing. Forgive me. I didn't catch what you were saying to me. And he said, folks need to stop following me and follow the pedo. Okay? I said, you're going to have to forgive me. I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, but... And before I could finish my statement, he cut me off. He said, I won't talking to you. I was like, okay. I said, all right, I'm just a little confused. I'll leave it at that. And again, he cuts me off and he goes, why don't you go on? I won't talking to you. I said, sure thing. So I walked off. You should avoid conflicts like that with people that are clearly a little off the rocker because they're unpredictable. And they can and will hurt you without any warning. So I walked off. Now, normally you would chalk this up to, maybe he wasn't talking to you, Jared. Maybe you did mishear him. And under most circumstances, I'd agree with you. But not 30 seconds before he had started talking to me, he actually walked over to me while I was looking at the cold case, getting a bottle of water, and tapped me on the arm and goes, you doing okay, pal? Everything all right? I said, yeah, man, I'm having a good day. Good day. And he said, all right, man, and walked off. Very cheerful, very polite. So, when he started speaking to me again, I took it as legitimate because he had already spoken to me once out of the blue, and I don't mind strangers talking to me. So there's a point to be made here to go along with what I said earlier. Some folks legitimately are mad. They're a little off. And that's a real world case of someone being a little mad, being a little crazy. And you have to protect yourself and have situational awareness, know when to walk away from somebody. So when a crazy person tells you to walk away, walk away. Don't leave yourself in any harm's way. I don't know if that man was carrying a firearm or anything on him or a pocket knife. And I wasn't going to find out. You got to be careful. There are mad people in this world that are legitimately crazy. And you shouldn't confuse that with the kind of people I was referring to in my video about Cheshire Cat. That's not what Cheshire Cat was talking about. Not at all. There are crazy people in this world, and you have to guard yourself and be careful. When I walked away, I could hear him a few aisles over still grumbling under his breath, using vulgar language, calling me names because I responded to him. You got to be careful and watch yourself. Because there are some nut jobs out there and you can't predict their behavior. Anyway, there are some bookends for you. It's a shame I couldn't bookend these two videos into one, but they go together really well, so I make sure I'll link my first Cheshire Cat video at the end of this video, if this is the first video you're catching of the day. But this is interesting. Universe, it has a twisted, ironic sense of humor. Anyway, thank y'all for stopping by for a second time, and I'll see you again real soon. Y'all take care.